welcome back to Heather Mac Reacts. Today we're going through some more Am I the A-hole posts, and if you like videos like this, make sure you subscribe because I post 4 a week every single week. Now, if you're ready, I'm ready. Let's get into our first story. This says, me, 24 male, and my girlfriend, 22 female. She doesn't feel motivated to do more around the apartment because I don't contribute enough financially. She's saying she has to contribute more financially and more physically around the apartment. Okay, let's suspend our judgments. Let's just hold on a second and let's see what they have to say. Okay, a little background. Thank you. My girlfriend is overall a really wonderful girl, so just don't y'all know I do love her. We've been together 3 years and living together for 2. While I was in college, I was working as a line cook making $24 an hour. It was good enough money for us to get by pretty comfortably. After I graduated with a computer science degree, I decided it would be a good idea to break into the career world of website development. I accepted a low-end position paying $14 an hour, but this was just supposed to be a 2 to 3 month thing. It's now become a 6-month thing, but I really love the people I work with. Plus, I found out just a couple of months of experience in programming wasn't enough to get those higher paying jobs, so I haven't bothered applying quite yet, much to my girlfriend's frustration. My girlfriend has been at the same job the last 3 years while she's been in college. She serves at a fine dining restaurant part-time. It's pretty good money for only working 4 days a week, but she was diagnosed with some serious health issues about 2 months ago. I'd rather not disclose because it'd be a giveaway if she found this, but it's 2 autoimmune conditions. This has led to a pretty big increase in expenses due to medication and healthcare. When I noticed that things weren't quite as clean as usual, I thought maybe she was depressed. It's not dirty around the house or anything, just sometimes I come home and the dishes still aren't done, or she forgets to do the laundry, or the bed isn't made. It's not filthy is what I'm saying, but it's not nearly as tidy as I like it to be. Okay, I can't go any further. Is she responsible for all the laundry, all the dishes, and making the bed every single day? I mean, she still works 4 days a week and is in school, right? Or is she out of school? I don't really care. She still works 4 days a week. Why is she responsible for all of this? You better start making some sense, sir. Furthermore, she has been just meal prepping me casseroles to eat through the week instead of her usual meals, which were more home cooking, I guess you could say. Prepping your lunch? Oh. But when I asked her about her mental health and that being why things weren't as nice around here as usual, she said that she simply isn't motivated to do all her usual elaborate work around the apartment when she isn't being financially supported sufficiently. And that if she's going to be bearing the majority share of the finances, then we can split the household responsibilities the same way. Okay, I was flabbergasted. I didn't realize she had such a transactional and shallow view of our relationship, especially considering we are splitting finances 50-50 and she is not bearing the majority share. And I work 40 hours a week and she only works 34 hours a week. When I brought up that I work more, she said so she should be doing the majority of work around the house. She said that I have a desk job and she has a very physically intensive job, but I wouldn't call waiting tables physically intensive, but okay. Have you done it? Are you currently doing it? No, you sit at a desk all day, bro. I think 40 hours of sitting at a desk is definitely equal to 36 hours of running around on your feet. We did a breakdown of our finances and she doesn't see it as even, but I do, because our overall together expenses balance out with our income differences considered. But here it is. Her income, $2,200 a month. Medical, $400 to $500 a month. Car, gas insurance, $350 a month. Rent, utilities, $550 a month. Where do y'all live? Groceries, $700 a month. Savings, $100. My income, $1,950. Medical, NA. Car, gas, $450. Rent, utilities, $550. Oh, okay, that's half of it. Okay. Phone, internet, $200. Loans, $100. Savings, $200. Okay. We argued a bit about it being uneven, but I make less than her, so I think this setup makes sense. I pay the phone and internet. She pays the groceries. Plus, I have higher gas expenses and student loans, and I'm putting back more in savings than her for us. I suggested that she spend less on groceries. She said that she tries, but with her new medical diet she has to eat, groceries are much more expensive. Plus, I've been doing a lot of weightlifting, so I've gotten into bulking, so yeah, I do eat a lot. I also suggested she works more, but she said that's just too much with her school schedule, and her disability makes her exhaust a lot more easily these days. So she's in school, she's also working, and you think she should take care of the house? On top of her 2 autoimmune diseases? There's more. Then I tried reminding her that eventually I will get a higher paying position. I just have to build up a good resume. She says I'm not doing enough to get a better job, which I found pretty rich considering she's an English major. If we will ever see a return on that degree. As if we will ever see a return on that degree. Thankfully, she's on a full ride scholarship, so we're not sinking any money into it, especially since it's an expensive school. But it gets me that she's pushing me to get a job that pays at least $20 an hour again, when she probably won't ever be able to get a job paying any more than that with her degree. I tried to push her to do STEM, but she wouldn't go for it. Anyway, this is becoming a frustrated rant. I really love her, but I miss my old girlfriend who did so much for me. There it is. There it is. The key sentence in this whole godforsaken story that is taking way too long to get through. You miss what she did for you. And in my opinion, she did way too much for you. It really hurt me to find out she was only doing all that work because I was bringing home more money. And I don't know when I'll make that much again. I'm not in much of a rush because I actually working in a job I love. But apparently she'd rather me at a job I didn't love and making more money. Her demand that I get a job paying at least $20 an hour again gave me gold digger vibes. When I was a line cook, she never asked me for money. Maybe she's changed because now every week she's asking me for money for groceries or for me to contribute to some more towards rent. That's money I just don't have to throw around. Does anyone have any guidance? Please don't just suggest I dump her. Dump her? Dump her? She's going to school. She works 34 hours a week on her feet. And she has 2 autoimmune diseases. And you're mad she's only packing casseroles for your lunch? Y'all just go ahead and bring them in.
Because I've been fighting this pretty much since we started this video.
I have never in my life heard of such an entitled man-child. You're an a-hole. You don't deserve her. And I hope she leaves you. I'm mad. There's a lot more I could say, but anyway, let me know what you think. Let me know if I'm being too harsh or if I'm not harsh enough. Let me know what you think in the comments and let's get on to the next story. Okay, am I the a-hole for asking my buddy and his girlfriend to leave a March Madness watch party? Tis the season, y'all. Tis the season for March Madness. My bracket already looks like garbage. Thanks, Virginia. Anyway, my college made the NCAA tournament and it's not a common thing for where I went to school. I have a basement bar and so I invited my friends that went to the same school over for a watch party. There were about a dozen of us core group members plus some spouses and kids. We all went to the same school and half of us are season ticket holders of the basketball team. We are pretty passionate fans. If we made the Sweet 16, we'd consider going out for that. In the lead up, I got a text from one friend saying he would be bringing his new girlfriend who I had never met before, which I was fine with. When I host watch parties, they are social events, but we all intently watch and cheer on our school. Everyone shows up early. We're all eating, drinking, and watching all the other games. My buddy shows up with his girlfriend, but they are both wearing our opponent's clothes. It's a what the F moment for many of my friends and I. 1, our buddy went to our school with us, and 2, he should know better than to bring people rooting for our opponent around at an event like this. I go confront him and say, what the heck is this regarding his shirt? He introduces me to his girlfriend and tells me she went to the school we were playing that day. I tell him it's dumb he isn't wearing clothes for the school he went to and told them I appreciate them showing up, but they should watch the game somewhere else. He seems stuck stunned and goes, I thought it'd be fine. I said if it was a regular season game, maybe, but not a tourney game. He starts arguing, but I just repeat, it'd be better if they left. He starts calling me an a-hole and continues arguing. I just lead them out of the house. He sent me a few angry texts, but I didn't want people supporting our opponent at this party. I'm aware I may have made a bad impression on his girlfriend, but was I the a-hole? Yikes. Wow, y'all. I don't know anyone who takes sports that seriously, except maybe my mother-in-law. Y'all, that's such strange behavior. I mean, y'all, it's a sports game. It's not like we're at war with Japan and they came wearing Japanese flags, okay? And like lives were at risk. Like, it's not like that at all. It's a sports game. And if you can't handle a little cheering of the competition, what are you gonna mute the TV when the other team scores a point? I'm gonna have to ask my husband about this one because he's like the real big sports fan, although he's a really great sports fan. Like he's very into sportsmanship. So I will ask him what he thinks of this, but I definitely think the host of this party was being an a-hole and taking this game way too far. Like, you need to calm down. You're being too loud. Okay, let me know what you think about that one in the comments and let's move on to the next story. Okay, Reddit already says this one's the a-hole, but let's see what we think. Am I the a-hole for not organizing anything for my girlfriend's birthday? Coming from someone who's been with their husband for 17 years, I didn't do much for his birthday. Me and my son got him a cake, we got him a couple presents, I got him a car detailing. I don't know if you call that organizing, but like I'm way past the point of like throwing birthday parties, so sorry. But let's see what they have to say. My girlfriend is upset with me for not organizing anything for her birthday. I had floated the idea of going to do an activity together such as bowling, but I hadn't booked anything. Okay, bowling is not like something you really need to book in advance. You just like show up. She had been in a very bad mood for a few weeks prior to her birthdays due to an argument with her brother, and I wasn't sure if she would want to actually do anything. Did you communicate? Did you ask her? A lot of this probably could have been solved with just a good old question. So the day came and we just wandered around our area. She said she thought I had booked bowling, but I hadn't, and unfortunately it was fully booked when we arrived. Okay, I mean, that would happen on like a Friday, Saturday, I guess. We ended up sat at a cafe and she was just sat opposite me crying, which has been fairly constant recently. She's very difficult to cheer up and just wants to keep talking about this argument with her brother. Okay, because maybe it's like really affecting her and you're being completely emotionless about it. Anyway, she's now bringing it up, that she always organizes and books something for my birthday. She has always booked something and makes the days fun. She is also telling me that she always bakes me a cake and had organized me a surprise party with all my friends a few years ago. She's throwing these things in my face and she's angry that I have never given her a birthday cake. She seems to be forgetting that I never asked for these things and I am not very good at organizing things. She's been in a bad mood and I don't know if she's actually want to do anything. Am I the a-hole? Are you kidding me? You couldn't schedule her bowling? Okay, take her out to eat, take her to mini golf, take her to a movie. I mean, there are a million things that you could do on the fly that aren't things that you need to plan out in advance that you could still make special for someone's birthday. Like, you just said you wandered around your town instead of actually doing something for her birthday. Y'all couldn't go to McDonald's and get her a freaking ice cream? Like, come on. Come on, bro. You are totally the a-hole. Y'all are two completely different people. You don't really care that much about her. You don't care that she's in a really bad fight with her brother that's a month old and still has her really upset and crying. You don't even care about that. Y'all, I'm irritated. Just go ahead and bring them in.
Just go ahead and bring them in because this guy is so insensitive and awful to his girlfriend that he doesn't deserve this girlfriend.
All right, I'm irritated. I want to know what you think about that one in the comments. Don't forget we have a playlist of almost 100 Am I the A-hole videos up here that you can binge whenever. Please don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!